Food fight could be brewing in Congress over the federal requirements that make school lunches healthier. Several years after becoming law, they're now up for renewal. Some schools, including several right here in the metro, say the requirements make lunches too healthy, leading many children to throw them away. It's the second part of my series, What's for Lunch? It's lunchtime at this Park Hill Middle School.
I like school lunches. They're pretty good. I especially like to get the snacks, and I get like popcorn and brownies.
It's pretty good. It's a better selection than last year.
Serving some food directly from local farms, the district goes above and beyond what the federal healthy lunch rules require. But even they would like to see a slight change in the law.
Right now, we're asking for some flexibilities on the grains so that not everything has to be 100% whole grain rich.
The school lunch rules mandate that students get more whole grains and fruits and vegetables, even requiring them to put them on their plate. The rules also call for limited calories.
Each district is different, and we need to take that into consideration. There's not a one size that fits all. And that's probably my biggest message related to the nutrient guidelines.
Even while trying to make their healthy food tasty, Park Hill says the number of students bringing their lunch has gone up. Independent schools say many of the fruits and vegetables that students are required to take are not ending up in their stomachs.
What we're seeing now, though, is those fruits and vegetables that we're spending money on is going in the trash. So if we could really limit that, they don't necessarily have to have that fruit or vegetable.
Certainly, I'm sure you can see the counter arguments to that, where people saying, well, if this is the only healthy meal they're getting, maybe we should make sure they take all this stuff every day.
Sure, we do understand that, but we also want our kids to be happy.
Liberty and Lee Summit schools also say they've seen more students bringing their lunch or taking a school lunch and then throwing some of it right here in the trash. A recent estimate by Lee Summit showed 37% of students' fruits and vegetables were ending up in the trash can.
With the school lunches, especially for those studies that have shown that the kids are throwing away their food at lunchtime in terms of vegetables, is they're probably not getting it at home. And so, I mean, how are we going to change that? So we have to think about that in terms of community.
The schools reporting success with the school lunch program believe the key is educating students about the importance of eating healthier. In the past year at Shawnee Mission schools, they've seen a 2.5% increase in the number of students eating school lunches. The district says they educate students about the regulations and allow them to take part in making the menu. Blue Valley schools also try to educate students and say they were already offering healthy options before the federal regulations took hold.
Some schools have said adapting to the regulations has been pretty tough and trying. So for you, you're saying that was not the case?
Well, I would say there has been some challenges, but I think with any change you have to adapt and do what you can to make the situation better.
This video, provided by Park Hill Schools, shows students on an educational field trip to a local farm where some of their school lunch food comes from.
I do see that our students are making some really good choices. They're taking more of the fruits and vegetables. They really are good about that.
At KCK schools, the director of nutritional services says students like what they're seeing on their plates.
The more we expose them to these items, I think the acceptance of those will continue to improve.
Soon, Congress will decide whether to renew the healthier regulations, tweak them, or get rid of them altogether. An argument that stretches from Capitol Hill all the way to the KC lunchrooms.
You see a lot of kids bringing lunch. You see a lot of kids not eating lunch.
I would say that we're heading in the right direction. There's no doubt that the changes that this meal pattern has made and that these regulations have made have been for the positive.
Two very different opinions there from our local schools. And for more information on this, just go to our website, KSHB.com. I put a district by district breakdown on there for you about where they stand exactly on the new federal regulations. One more part of my special series tomorrow, and we're talking about soda. Which schools still provide it for students, and should it be there at all? That's tomorrow here on the Now KC.